Hello, my name is Kalen and I'm the co-owner of K&A Marketing. And in today's video, I'm going to be showcasing how us, K&A Marketing, generated 488 leads for a car detailer and ceramic coating business in just 2 single months. And this was using the exact same system that booked him out in a week. So here is the proof, as you guys can see. This is the lead campaign we created for him. So we ended up spending $1,491 in ad spend and ended up generating a total of 488 leads in just under 2 months. So with this being said, let's go ahead and jump straight into it. This in fact was not a viral ad, it wasn't luck, and it was not word of mouth either. In 2 single months for our car detailing and ceramic coating business, we were able to get him these results right over here. So we have 488 leads with an average cost per lead of $3.06. The daily ad spend was set to about $30 a day. The total ad spend was $1,491 as mentioned earlier, and we got a total of 156,000 impressions on his advertisement, and he also reached very close to 46,000 people. So as you guys could tell, we got some pretty solid results for him, especially in the first 2 months of working with him. Now, moving on, this was a local car detailing and ceramic coating business. It was owner operated. It was a very small team, a service-based business, no franchise backing at all, and no automated lead system before this. Just quality work and inconsistent demand. Now, ultimately, what most people miss. Over the campaign period, the ads reached a total of 45,865 local people and delivered 156,000 impressions. However, this wasn't just about blasting his ads absolutely everywhere. It was controlled local exposure, showing the right message often enough that booking felt obvious, with the campaign's main objective being turning traffic into sales. Now, moving on down here, the situation. Before running ads properly, growth relied on the usual mix. A few unprofessional Instagram posts every month, the occasional DM or inquiry, and the casual Facebook group exposure method. Now, obviously, don't get me wrong, these methods do in fact work, but they have to be structured correctly. Now, some weeks were full, others were quiet, and overall, there was nothing predictable about it at all. And now, why this didn't work long term. Number one, we have high friction. People had to actually DM or call. Most never actually did. People are lazy. People don't want to leave the app. So instead of directing the traffic off the app, why don't you keep the traffic inside the ad? Number two, we have inconsistent demand. Leads came randomly and not daily. No qualification. Anyone could message and most were not ready or unqualified leads. And lastly here, we had no data, no clear system to improve or scale. So these are the 4 main reasons right here of why his methods above did not work for his business. Now moving on, how this actually affected the business. Number 1 was inconsistent weekly bookings. Number 2 was no clear lead pipeline. Number 3 was hard to actually plan ahead. And number 4 was uncertainty made growth very hard to sustain. His business ultimately had no clear future and he could not tell the direction it was heading in. So with all this here in mind, instead of hoping the next job would come in organically, we helped him build a system that actually is designed to create demand on purpose. So we refined the offer so it was framed around outcomes and decision triggers, not generic services like car detailing or ceramic coating. Instead of actually trying to sell the process, the messaging was focused on what the customer actually wants. Number 1, obviously being a cleaner vehicle. Number 2 is long-term paint correction. And number 3, the most important one, is convenience and confidence in the actual result. So these 3 things here are what we really dialed on in the creative. So these are the 3 key elements that we dialed in for his campaign. Now, moving on down here, short-form video ads were then used to demonstrate this visually, showing real vehicles and real transformations. As you guys can see right here, this is post-ceramic coating. This is obviously a post-interior detail where he ended up perfectly cleaning a coffee stain. So as you guys can see, we showed real vehicles, real transformations, and real results, which is one of the key reasons we ended up getting over 155,000 impressions. And ultimately, with all that in place, this ended up building trust very quickly and reduced uncertainty before the click ever happened. All traffic was sent to a high intent lead form designed to actually filter demand. So this basically means leading all of the traffic to an optimized lead form actually built inside of Meta. That way, the lead actually ends up staying on the app they're already on, therefore increasing lead conversion rates. So as you can see, we have simple questions, such as what vehicle type do you have? And we do have other questions like where are you located and what service are you interested in, etc., etc. But with that being said, this is what we actually lead the traffic to. Now, with the lead form in mind, the leads were ultimately qualified based on the following. Number 1 being the location of the actual client. Where is he located? Is it even worth driving 50 kilometers for an interior detail? Number 2 is the service type, detailing or ceramic coating, as the business owner is more likely to drive further for a ceramic coating job as it is higher ticket. And lastly is readiness to book, ultimately timing and intent. Is the lead actually ready to book in, or is he just looking for options right now? So with these 3 qualifying questions in mind, we can directly qualify the lead through the simple lead form. And with all of these steps in place, it removes all unnecessary conversations and ensures that every inquiry that comes in is already from somebody considering the service. No DMs, no back and forth, and just clear intent entering the system, which is always such a big bonus to have, as it would deeply suck scrolling through 100 unqualified lead submissions every single day. Now, the system wasn't actually built to go go viral. It was actually built to stop local car owners mid-scroll, pre-sell ceramic coating before contact, filter out low-intent inquiries, and lastly, use repetition to turn interest into action, which is a very important one. The ultimate goal with this lead form was to find people, once submitting the form, they were already considering actually booking in the service. So really focusing on those high quality leads. So really dialing in on those high quality leads. Now, throughout the entire duration of this campaign, there was an identity shift. Before, marketing felt inconsistent and bookings were very unpredictable, whereas after, now ads became a controllable booking system, something that the business can actually turn on, trust, and scale, which was exactly what he was looking for. Now, in conclusion, this wasn't about flooding him with leads, it was about giving him control. Once the system was in place, scaling became a choice, not a risk. Now, with all of this being said, I really do hope this was helpful for any business owners or marketers out there. And if you do run a service-based business yourself and want the exact same system to bring you consistent, qualified leads, DM us on Instagram or shoot us an email at info@knamarketing.com and we'll help you out.